Hey Bethlehem, this is Pastor Paul. This past Sunday, we continued on with our sermon series entitled Thankful, as we have examined and talked about what it means to be people of thanksgiving. We recognize that thanksgiving is not just a feeling that we have in our heart. It's not just being grateful for what God has done for us. Rather, true thanksgiving is expressed in the ways that we live. And so we've talked about how our thanksgiving is expressed through our worship, how our thanksgiving is expressed through telling others about who God is and what He has done for us, sharing our testimony. We've talked about how our thanksgiving is expressed through acts of kindness and charity and giving back, trying to make things right in this world. And this week we looked at a woman who made a great big sacrifice. So let's take a look at Mark chapter 12, starting with verse 41. Jesus sat down near the collection box in the temple and watched as the crowds dropped in their money. Many rich people put in large amounts. Then a poor widow came and dropped in 2 small coins. Jesus called His disciples to Him and said, "I tell you the truth, this poor widow has given more than all the others who are making contributions. For they gave a tiny part of their surplus, but she, poor as she is, has given everything she had to live on." Just one quick observation that we want to make from this text. This woman has nothing. She has 2 little coins. They're not really actually coins. They're just shavings of coins. And they're not worth very much. She could hardly go buy bread with them. And yet she gives them. She gives them away. And why does she do that? She does it because she trusts God. She trusts that God will provide for her future needs. She remembers what God has done in the past. And she knows then that God can be trusted to provide in the future. So in an act of thanksgiving for God's past blessings, she gives, trusting that God will give her future blessings. Our thanksgiving to God is going to be expressed in our giving. And our giving needs to be an act of faith, trusting that God will provide for what we need. And as we give, we are declaring our thanksgiving to God, thanking Him for what He has already given to us, and then trusting Him to provide what we will need in the future. So our big idea is that our giving is an act of thanksgiving. Our giving is an act of thanksgiving. Our challenge is the same. Find 3 things each day that you're thankful for and take some time in prayer to thank God for those things. Hey, Bethlehem, thank you for being part of our Christian community. I want to remind you that tomorrow night we have Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace live stream happening here at Bethlehem. So register for that. Come out and be a part of that. Learn how to use your money intentionally and wisely so that we can be generous with what we have. Have a great rest of the week. See you on Sunday. God bless.